Back here at a much warmer SunTrust Park, Kevin McAlpin with 680 The Fan, and it is much better weather than when I was coming to you yesterday from snowy, chilly, windy Denver. Nice night for a ball game here tonight as the Braves and the Mets start off a 4-game series here at SunTrust Park. Kevin Gausman getting the nod for the Braves, left-hander Steven Matz on the mound for the New York Mets, and Matz, a guy who will be rarely in command of the strike zone. Keep an eye on his fastball and his breaking ball. This guy strikes out better than one per inning, so the Braves have to go up there with a good game plan here, be aggressive, but also look for your pitch because Matz is not a guy that's going to give up a lot of free passes. Big day here for the Braves. Of course, if you may have missed it, I don't know how you could have missed it, especially if you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Ozzie Albies signing a 7-year, $35 million deal to remain here in the Braves organization for the long term. Now, Ozzie saying Atlanta has felt like home since day one when he signed here. And of course, Ozzie, a guy that probably as a youngster was told, you'll never make it in the big leagues. You're too small. But I talked to Ozzie and he said, look, I want to be an inspiration for kids all around the area, not here in Atlanta, but fans of baseball to say, you know, it doesn't matter how big you are, doesn't matter how fast you are, you can make it. And Ozzie will certainly be an inspiration for kids here in the Atlanta metro area for at least the next 7 years. So we know Acuna is locked up. We know Ozzie is locked up. Now the big question is who becomes the next Braves long-term extension. I'll give you 3 names to keep an eye on here over the coming months. Dansby Swanson, Mike Foltynewicz, Freddie Freeman. Those are the 3 guys I think could be a part of the next wave of extensions. Now, nothing seems imminent to this point, but we also know Alex Anthopoulos has a very good poker face as well and doesn't like to leak his hand very much. But again, 3 guys that could be up for contract extensions in the near future. Folty, Dansby, and of course Freddie Freeman, who has told me time and again he wants to be a Brave for his entire career. Let's talk about the lineup tonight because we will see Ozzie at the top of the order, something we've seen when the Braves face left-handers. Dansby Swanson also slowly working his way up in the order. If you missed the Braves clubhouse report today, talking to Kevin Seitzer, he's been using his legs a lot more, and that's been really the reason that Dansby has had more power in his swing here to this point this season, but also using all fields. It's been great to see Dansby, of course, had a couple of good games at Coors Field. Robert Acuna swinging the bat well. We all know Freddie Freeman's going to swing it well. So the offense really clicking here in the early going. It's been great to see. Speaking of Mike Foltynewicz, he will make one more rehab start with AAA Gwinnett on Monday. And of course, as well as the rotation is going right now with guys like Fried pitching well. Gausman has looked good. Julio has pitched well. The top to bottom, this rotation is getting the job done. So Folty, they're going to try to get his pitch count up into the 80s, 90s range, and then he could come off the injured list at some point later next week. Speaking of the injured list, I talked to Brian McCann, and he feels a lot better. That hamstring has tested out well. It may be a very short stint on the injured list for him as well. So the Braves are getting healthy. They're swinging the bats well, and they're going to need to do so because, as you know, the New York Mets, they're going to come in here. They're going to pitch. Braves will see deGrom later on in the weekend. They'll see, again, Matz here tonight. Matz and Gausman, Ben Ingram, Joe Simpson. They've got the call for you on 680 The Fan and the Braves Radio Network. So if you can't get here to the ballpark, and it's another beautiful night for baseball here in Atlanta, we've got you covered here, 7:20 p.m. First pitch, Braves and Mets, first of 4, right here on the Braves Radio Network.